beautiful people. Welcome tonight to the live show of Coaching Real. I'm Mariya Dimitrova, and I'm your intuitive love, sex, and relationship coach. It's an honor to me to be here on the Coaching Real platform every time to discuss with you these hot topics from the perspective of my own experience and the perspective of everything that I've learned along my journey and from the masters that I've worked with. So tonight our topic is how to live in abundance. Abundance is a hang on. Just want to say hello Stanislava. Very happy that you're here. Just want to take a second to just greet everyone that's coming along and just to say hi. Please put your name in the comments. Just say hi to me in the comments if you are live here tonight, so that I can see who I'm talking to, because I'd love to connect with the people that are actually here with me tonight. So I'd like to talk to you about abundance tonight. Abundance is a very hot topic that is circling around social media, and every person on the planet in some moment in their lives have thought about abundance. Abundance is something that we all want. Abundance is something that we all strive for. But what actually is abundance? Abundance is something that's different for everybody. So what actually is abundance? Abundance, in the most simple terms, is a vibrational frequency. It is simply a vibrational frequency. Obviously, for every person, that's going to be a different vibration. But technically, abundance in its root is just simple vibrational frequency. And as we all know, our life is a reflection of our consciousness and is a reflection of the vibration that we operate from. So if you look around in your life and you see what is the level of abundance that you've achieved, you'll be able to very quickly and easily measure and assess where you stand in relation to the abundance that you want to achieve in your life. And if you are a vibrational frequency match to the level of abundance that you want in life, then you most likely already have the abundance that you want to have. Because we cannot have something that we are not. We cannot have abundance if we don't vibrate on the vibrational frequency of abundance. So if we look at the statistics over the last 20 years in our lives, we see that the number of millionaires in the world have tripled. The number of millionaires in the world have tripled. What you can also notice is that over the last 20 years, there is a massive growth in the people that are interested in personal development and self-awareness in one way or another. So there's lots of other things happening in the world over the last 20 years. However, these two main things can literally be seen how they very factually speak. There could be other factors, but technically speaking, we can see that the millionaires have increased in the world, have tripled, and the people that are striving for better life and self-awareness and personal development on one level or on another has also increased over the world. So we can simply deduct that your level of consciousness, the vibration of your consciousness really is what determines the level of abundance in your life. And if there are areas of your life where your needs are not met and where you don't have abundance in your life, are the areas where you have unconscious beliefs and unconscious blockages. That means that on some level, you don't believe that this is possible, you don't believe you deserve it, or you believe that you're not good enough for the abundance in that area of your life, or there is a complex amount of beliefs that exist in your subconscious mind that prevent you from having the abundance in your life. The reason for this is because when we have all these unconscious conditioning in our minds, that in relation to abundance, we create an energetic blockage. We create an energetic blockage that blocks the abundance in our lives. Therefore, even though abundance exists everywhere in the world, we can see the planet, the plants, the trees, the amount of people that exist, the opportunities that exist in the world. Everything in the world that exists is abundant. Even pain is abundant. Everything is abundant. Everything is abundant in this life. There's a lot of everything. However, why are then so many of us not living in abundance? Why are so many of us not living in abundance if abundance is everywhere? Because we're not tapping to that vibration. We are not operating on that level, on that vibration, in order to welcome and sustain abundance in our lives. A lot of people do affirmations, visualizations, vision boards, all sorts of stuff, and they do attract some level of abundance in their life. You see, they do. The problem with that is it is not sustainable, because unless we uncover the beliefs that are holding us back, we might touch on abundance, but then it goes as quickly as it came in the first place. The reason for this is because we're not a vibrational match to it. So we can attract it via manipulation, technically. We could attract it, but we're not going to be able to have it sustainably in our lives unless we are a vibrational match. If we are a vibrational match, then it is sustainable. So what can we actually get to do in order to achieve our abundance? In order to achieve abundance, we need to first and foremost establish what abundance is for us. What does abundance actually mean? Because it's going to be different for everyone. Abundance means different things for everyone. So the first step is to establish what abundance actually means for you. And then the next step is to establish what parts of you actually resist that level of abundance. What are the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the beliefs, and the unconscious conditioning that exists within you that resists that level of abundance? Because these are energetic forces. They're going to create energetic blockages in your field, and they're going to prevent the abundance coming into your life. Imagine that we are just a sea of vibrations running around us, and there is abundance available for each and every person that's tapped on that vibration. However, why do some of us tap into vibrations that are not abundant? Why do we tap into vibrations that are limiting? It is because we have limiting beliefs that do not allow us to open our minds to the extent and the level of abundance. So the very important step that a lot of people are missing is understanding what are your beliefs and unconscious conditioning in relation to abundance. Once you understand that, you will be in your power to make empowered decisions about what is your next step in order to create abundance in your life, in order to open up and welcome abundance in your life. Until you recognize what's going on in your mind, you will never be able to receive the abundance of the universe, the abundance that exists, the abundance of life. And abundance could be in any area of our lives. It could be in our love life, it could be in our work life, it could be in friendships, it could be in absolutely any area of our lives. Let me give you something. When you operate on that level of abundance, you feel connectedness on every level. This is not just about spiritual abundance where you're all woo-woo, super connected, but then your physical reality and your life is just fucked up and you're completely disorientated and don't have any solid base in your life and you don't know what to do with your life. We're not talking about that spiritual abundance. We're talking about deep connected rootedness and connection to the frequencies of abundance. For example, connecting to the spirit realm is only to the extent for you to find out who you are, what your values, what your talents, what do you want to create in life, and what do you want to receive in life, only so that you can actually use that to actually make it happen. There is no point connecting to spirit if we're not going to make it happen. Because guess what? The people that know and not do is equal to not know. If you know what your truth is and you're not following through and taking action, that means you're just like somebody who doesn't know what your truth is. And on some level, on a karmic level, it's actually even worse, because the people that don't know, they're not aware, and they're not taking responsibility for their lives, we all go through karmic experiences, right? We're all going to carry our karma until we resolve it in our future lives. But you will have more karma building up if you know what your truth is and you're not taking action, because then you don't have the excuse. You don't have the excuse that you don't know. And we can lie to ourselves as much as we want, but unless we take the responsibility to get to know ourselves, see what in our minds is actually preventing us from having this truth in front of our eyes, to see what's stopping us, what's preventing us for that abundance, so that we can remove that energetic mist that exists that blocks it and open up to the abundance of our lives. I'll actually do a little exercise with you to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So everyone that is actually here on this call is going to benefit massively from this. So whether you're watching this live or recorded, doesn't matter. You can still comment in the comments when I ask you to reveal the results of this exercise. So if you just close your eyes, and just take a deep breath. And very quickly, I want you to just imagine in front of you, as if on a screen, what abundance means to you. What abundance actually means to you. And I want you to imagine that all of a sudden, a big flow of energy, like an ocean, starts coming towards you. And that wave of energy that starts coming towards you is that abundance that you just imagined. Imagine that abundance is just starting to flow towards you. And not only towards you, start permeating you and your life without even asking you. You've got absolutely no choice. It just comes to you, just get given to you. I want you to very well imagine that abundance is just coming towards you and is becoming part of your life, and you've got no choice around it. And I want you to observe what thoughts, feelings, and emotions are coming up for you in this process. Is there any tension going on? Is there anxiety going on? Is there, fear or panic or inability to deal with the situation or an overwhelm? Or what is it that is actually coming up for you? What is actually coming up for you? I'd like you to take a second to just connect with your senses, connect with your emotions, and just observe what is actually coming up for you. What part of your body, what part of your mind gets triggered, and just observe what's actually coming up for you. And when you're ready, when you identify what's coming up for you, I'd like you to just write that down in the comments. And I'd like you to be completely honest with yourself, because if we're not honest and we're lying to ourselves, then we're only perpetuating our experience, and we've got no opportunity to make any changes in our lives. Truth is the only weapon that I know that exists that can really free ourselves from any stuckness and any conditioning that exists in our minds. Truth is the greatest weapon of all times. Only truth has the ability to set us free. That's the freedom that we're all looking for. It's the truth. It's the self-realization of the truth that exists within us. Not only for what we want, but the truth for what's holding us back from receiving the abundance of life, whether that's going to be love, business, doesn't matter. Any area of our lives. So depending on what has come up for you, that's going to be a great indication where you stand in relation to abundance. And I'd like you to observe what these emotions and thoughts and feelings trying to tell you to do. Are they trying to tell you to let go, to run away, to shy, to shut off, to shy away, or to, are you overly excited, which is also an egoic emotion, and if you are in alignment, you're going to experience peace. You're going to experience openness. There will be absolutely no tension in your body because it's just going to be normal for you. So if you had imagined something in relation to, in the abundance area that I asked you to imagine, if you imagined something which then brought you peace and harmony, then most likely you already have it in your life. That means you have it in your life. And if you don't have it in your life, that means you're lying to yourself. That means that you're not allowing yourself to feel what you actually feel. Because we cannot possibly have something that is not a vibrational match to us. And if we think that we are at peace with the vision of abundance that we just saw, but we don't have it in our lives, then we're clearly not in peace with it. That means there's certain underlying emotions that we're not allowing ourselves to feel and we align ourselves about. And therefore, we're keeping ourselves stuck and unable to make any decisions and any choices that can change the experience that we have in life. So, first, let's be honest. If you weren't honest, redo the exercise and do it again, because it's very, very important to see what is the underlying emotion that sits in your mind that is asking you to do certain things, certain actions in order to shy away or to hide away and avoid abundance or resist abundance on some level. Once you catch that, you are one step ahead, because as long as you know what's holding you back, you can dig deeper into it to understand where it's coming from, what are the deep truths and realizations around it, what is the power that lies in your wounding, where's the light into the wound. And once we understand that, we are in our power to take the responsibility and make the necessary choices and decisions in order to open ourselves up in our lives to abundance. So this was the exercise. I'll be watching the comments even after the video is over. So no matter whether you're watching this live or in a recording, please put down your comments below to tell me what are the stuff that came up for you and how you're actually playing small in avoiding abundance in your life. Because once you know that, you will be in an empowered state to make different choices and different actions that's actually going to open you up to abundance. Now I want to take a step back and actually invite you to a very interesting workshop that I'm creating if you are a Bulgarian speaker. We might be launching this soon in English as well. However, currently it is all in Bulgarian language. I'm from Bulgaria and I'm preparing a very, very interesting workshop together with Stanislava, who is the founder of Coaching Real. And together we share the same passion to help people grow and develop and expand and actually live in abundance and in a flow that is truly and naturally for them in their life, that in the abundance is truly available for everyone in life. So Stanislava and I are preparing this amazing surprise. It's going to happen on the 4th of December, just ahead of Christmas time, to help us connect with the level of abundance that we want to create in our lives. During this workshop, we are going to establish what abundance is for each and every one of the participants. And we're going to deep dive into discovering what in our unconscious minds particularly sabotages us and prevents us from having abundance in our lives and living in a flow with a life that's true and natural for us. And that means that the whole workshop is going to turn into a group coaching session, because we're going to go through an intuitive exercise where I'll show you how to connect with your intuition, how to receive intuitive insight, and how to really use your intuition to gain deeper insights from your own psyche. And the second part of this workshop will be an energetic experience of the life force energy. I'm going to work with you individually and as a group to activate the life force energy within you. In India, they call it Kundalini. It is simply the life force energy that exists within us. I'm going to work as a group to activate the life force within each and every person so that we can connect more deeply on an energetic level to the greater consciousness that exists within us and to the available abundance, and start making vibrational changes from within. That way, we'll be able to access the natural flow and rhythm of life that exists and is available for us. That will get us a step closer to abundance, and it will put us at the start of a journey towards living in abundance. It will be absolutely amazing, truly magical experience. So if you would like to join us, and if you speak Bulgarian language, please join the group below that I'm posting here. This is the link to my free Facebook group where you can find more information about how you can connect with your Kundalini energy, the events that I'm running, and it will be absolutely amazing to have you be part of this group. It is free. There's only 3 questions that you need to answer in order to get in there. And if you get in there, you'll get a great discount for our 4-hour workshop, which is going to happen on the 4th of December from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. It's going to be 4 hours of abundance boost just right before Christmas, so that we can enjoy and live more abundantly and prepare to live more abundantly in 2022 and share our magical abundant Christmas with our families. So keep the space, watch the space, because I will be probably posting the same event but in English as well. So watch the space, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of abundant energy, and I hope that you've taken your little piece of truth that you can take away from this call and bring it and apply it into your life. The technique that I shared with you through this little guided meditation that I took you through is a visualization practice that can really raise your self-awareness, no matter whether we are talking about abundance or not. So it's a practice that you can really take away and use in your own life in order to achieve whatever you want and desire to create in your life. So I hope that you found it useful, and I'm super much looking forward to connecting with you more in the future. Have a great evening.